Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Ready Room Show. And I may have gone to the dark side, and you will soon see what I mean when I show you what's under this cloth. This is something that I've known about. It's been around for years. Um, kind of mixed reviews. I've always come to the conclusion that it ain't gonna work. But I had an opportunity to get this, so I thought, I've been basing my decisions about this on what I've read. And you can't always believe what you read on the internet or see on the internet. So I thought, okay, I've got a chance to get one of these and test it for myself. So you're wondering, what is this mystery? And it has to do with shortwave radio. And here it is. Yep, it's a slinky antenna. I got this for, I think I paid $10 for it. It's used, but it's in mint conditions. These go as high as $60 on eBay. Yeah, $60. And this is painted, I guess, maybe not, but this is PVC, it's not metal. And this is the ballam, and then here's the two slinkies, and here's insulator for hanging it up. And I thought, what the heck, I'm going to try that. This one has a couple of shortcomings that I didn't notice when I was watching the item on eBay. Number one, it doesn't have a eye loop or anything at the top to hang it with. So I'll have to figure out how to do that, or just maybe run some rope underneath this T section. That's one thing I noticed. The other thing I noticed is, I'll have to correct myself. Okay, what they have done here, let me zoom in. Okay, what they've done is they've run the end of the slinky through holes in this T. So it takes, which is what I was going to complain about, it takes the load off of the connections. Here's the ground, and here's the center conductor. So this is a dipole antenna. And it has some advantages. Number one, it's fairly inexpensive. Number two, you can put it in a pretty small space. I think I've read that you could just have to extend these like 15 feet, so it only takes, like 30 feet. And I've also read that it doesn't make much difference how much you stretch it out. You get it to the minimum length, which I've read is 15 feet, and it's going to work as well as you stretch it out to 50 feet total. So one of the problems I have, of course, is I don't have a lot of room to put up antennas, especially dipole antennas. And it's got a connector on the end here. It's a crimped connector. I don't particularly like crimped connectors, but as long as it was done properly, then it should work. And so I'm going to put it up somewhere in my yard and hook it up to my MFJ analyzer and see what the analyzer tells me. Yeah, I would not, for any reason, use this for transmitting. I would not trust it. But I would use it if it works for receiving. Another thing is, you can box this up or put it in a bag and take it to the field. And throw a rope up on a tree and pull this up in the air and tie the two ends down, and boom, instant antenna. So that's another advantage. The other question is, if you wanted to use it for transmitting, I say if, is the SWR going to be low at any amateur radio bands, such as 40 meters or 20 meters or something like that? Another big question. Again, I would not trust this type of antenna for transmit. There are videos out there where people have used it for transmitting, and they said it does, well, pretty good. You have to take everything that us ham operators say with a grain of salt, because we always like to give out success reports and never want to give out a failure report. Just something to keep in mind. And I am no expert. So we're going to hook this thing up maybe tomorrow and just see what it does. It's an experiment. What the heck? That's the beauty of ham operating and shortwave listening, is experimenting, especially in the area of antennas. I always like to try different antennas. And as old as this design is, I've never had one. So we will see if this is from the dark side. If you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. If you have comments about this antenna, your experiences, please let everybody know. I've never used one. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye.